Kevin.
Wow. What?
You get this only nowhere else but you, Kevin and Zach. Kevin, I'm not going to lie.
Now we're look at this. A carved penguin. There it is. There it is.
Oh no. Are the O's fine? Are the Orioles fine, Kevin?
I was so embarrassed.
Okay. The Orioles stole it. That game was stolen. It was stolen from them, then they stole it right back.
What?
Oh my God.
Wait, what's going on? What is happening?
What is going? Was it a diving play? He bobbled the ball.
What is happening? Are they challenging him? No. Other wall. No.
Kevin, I don't know what you saw, how much you saw. I've been chugging champagne. Sure, I spilled a lot, but what a game, man.
He will be the legendary
Birdfish.
How about that?
Birdfish fans, stand up. We did it.
What can I say? What can I say?
What's up, everyone? Welcome to another edition of Kevin and Zach React. We're live from the Ryan Ripken Show studio today. Let's be honest. Just rip the Band-Aid off. You shouldn't win ball games, or you shouldn't lose ball games you score 8 runs in. That's a tough one. I mean, this is a tough one. You feel like you have the Blue Jays on the ropes. You feel like you had the opportunity to go sweep them, carry all momentum 6 straight into this weekend, which is a massive series. Not that it necessarily matters for competitiveness on the playoffs or anything, but against a very, very hot and talented Cubs team, it's disappointing. But at the end of the day, you have to understand the Orioles took 3 of 4 against a very, 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 very talented Blue Jays team. If you would have told me before the series that the Orioles take 3 of 4, I take that any day of the week. It sucks that you couldn't complete the sweep, especially in a game you score 8 runs in. I mean, you can look back at that. Ramon Laureano, was it a walk? Was it a strikeout pitch? That was called a strike on him in the 7th inning. You can look at that. You can look at Yennier Cano. Let's be honest. If you give up 5 earned runs, you probably aren't winning that game out of the bullpen. That was a bad one. You know, Yennier Cano has had his moments this season where you look at him and you're like, okay, he's showing signs again of being that dominant guy. And then he's had some really rough outings. Today definitely falls under the guise of that was a horrendous. That might have been one of his, if not the worst one I've seen Yennier Cano. And I'm not just talking 2024, 2025, I'm talking everything. Since the day we got Yennier Cano in the organization, I'm not sure he's had that bad of a game. 5 earned runs. That's disappointing. When you give up 5 earned runs, it just kills any chance, especially with the way that game was going. You know, this team was fighting back. I mean, hell, they still fought back. They had bases loaded, tying run on 3rd. You know, this team fought back still, even despite that. But you can't handle a 5-run inning from your bullpen, especially not a guy with Sir Anthony gone, with Gregory Soto gone. He is a guy talking about Yennier Cano, that you need to have step up. You need him to step up. And what you can't have him doing is going 2/3 of an inning, giving up 5 earned runs. That can't happen. 5 earned runs there is unacceptable. You're not going to win ball games when that happens. Unfortunately for the offense, it was a good game. They scored 8 runs and how many hits? 10 hits, 8 runs. 2 hits, 2 runs for Jackson Holiday. 2 hits, 2 runs for Jordan Westbrook. 2 hits, 2 runs from Gunnar. Jordan had 2 RBIs at the homer. Gunnar had 1 RBI. Adley Rutschman, 0 for 4, but 2 RBIs. If that's a bad day, 0 for 4, 2 RBIs, you take that. Ryan O'Hearn, in what may be his last game, it looks like, as an Oriole. It's a big home run. Really thought that was going to grab the momentum that they needed to just kind of sweep this series and go on. Didn't end up happening that way. But O'Hearn, if that's it, what a way. What a way to go out. Colton Cowser, 0 for 3, but he did have a walk and a run or an RBI there. Cedric Mullins, I have no words. How Cedric Mullins found a way to catch that ball is I will never know. Genuinely. I have no idea how he even came close to catching that ball. That ball was probably would have landed like 6-7 feet behind the wall. The fact that he was able to go catch that, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Dylan Carlson 0 for 3. Ramon Laureano 0 for 1 pinch hitting. Say what you want. Alex Jackson has never hit a single in his life. I'm convinced Alex Jackson not once in his lifetime in any level has hit a single. He's eight hits in the majors, all 8 extra bases. There you have it. Tyler O'Neill 0 for 1. Wasn't bad. Offensively, it was a good game. And hell, I'll take it a step further. Dean Kramer, 5 innings, 6 hits, 3 earned runs. That Miles Straw home run was really the one thing that you look back on and you're like, damn, that sucked. But besides that, for him to go 5 innings, 3 earned, it's not the greatest, but I'll take that any day. If you would have told me today Dean was giving you 5 innings of 3-run ball, you take that. Because if you took Grant Wolfram, gives up 1 run, Stroud none, Kittredge none. The rest of the team besides Yennier Cano gave up 4 runs. If you take that inning out, Orioles win 8-4. That's the sad reality of this, and what makes it suck even more is you can look at literally the exact inning, that 6th inning where it just went to crap. I mean, this team fought back. You had Cedric Mullins' unbelievable home run robbery. You had Colton Cowser. You want to talk about a throw. That throw from left field to gun the runner at home, get the momentum back. Next thing you know, double from Alex Jackson. Jackson batting back to back. Confused me. Alex Jackson double. Jackson Holiday gets him over. Jordan Westbrook 2-run homer. I tweeted it out. It felt like this was the team we knew was always there. That fight, that team that never say die. Okay, they came back and tied it. Well, we threw the go-ahead run out at the plate. How do you respond after that? They go out there and take the lead immediately. That's how you respond. That's how you take something and you roll it over. And that's what good teams do. That's how good teams respond. The second that the opposing team gives you an opportunity, you take it. It's a fact of the matter. And for a while, it looked like, oh my gosh, the Orioles are playing like a good team. It felt like, once again, this was the Orioles team that we know and love. Those comeback kids, they're never out of it. Whenever they need to, they're going to come up with the big hit. That's what they were all about. And I mean, even today, they fought back. They had opportunities. It's what's disappointing. It's what's really disappointing is they had opportunities to go out there and ultimately and ultimately win this game. Like, they should have won this ball game. So let's not sugarcoat it. If Yennier Cano doesn't have that an unbelievable blow up inning, they should win this game. Sad reality, but this is true. 5-2 homestand, 3-4 from Red Hot Toronto offense. Yeah. This homestand was anything but a failure. Homestand was anything but a failure. Able to go 5-2. Obviously, with the Rockies, you probably were hoping to go 5-2 with a sweep of the Rockies and 2-2 against the Jays, but you'll take it any way you can get. Any way you can get. So it's disappointing, but it was nice to see the fight. It was nice that against such a good Blue Jays team, that even when this team fell down multiple times, yesterday down 2-0, today, obviously the Blue Jays then take that massive lead. It didn't matter. This team fought. They won yesterday. They come up short tonight or today, but hey, they did what you were hoping. They fought. The offense went out there and they played some small ball, but they also did what they needed to do and hit the long ball when they needed. Obviously, with Westberg, they got some big doubles. It wasn't enough. And it sucks when offensively you put up this day and the offense is playing this well, and the fact that you can't get a win. It's disappointing. But if you're new to the channel, hit that like and subscribe button. We just hit 2,000 yesterday. So yeah, last night hit 2,000 subscribers. Wait. So appreciate everyone a part of that. Probably going to be I know it's going to be a shorter show. It is my mother's birthday. Happy birthday, Mom. So going to dinner with her in a little bit. So going to get back for that, but going to go for about I'll go for probably like 8-10 more minutes. Then we'll hop into some call-ins and get out of here. But what a fun day. What a fun day. Obviously not the score you were hoping for, but what did we say last week? I know they've gone on a run. The winning was fun, but we're looking from development from players. Jackson Holiday 2 for 5 with 2 runs. That's big. Jordan Westbrook continuing to hit, continuing to produce. That's big. Obviously, Gunnar Henderson, in July, I believe he has a batting average over 300 in the month of July. He continues to stay hot. Adley, even on an off day, has 2 RBIs. Those, you want to see this from guys. Even in the losses, like right now, I've talked about the end of 2025 is all about gaining momentum for 2026. Whether that's these players go out and win games or just show development, that's what you want. You want confidence. So even though they lost this game, Holiday 2 for 5, Jordan 2 for 5, Gunnar 2 for 5, combining for 6 runs, 3 RBIs. Add in Adley, that's another 2 RBIs. These guys are finding ways and they're finding their rhythm. They're finding their rhythm. And also, happy birthday to Savannah. Happy birthday. But obviously it's nice to see Alex Jackson, I guess. The Cedric Mullins home run robbery, the Rhino Hearn home run. Those are fun. It would have been really awesome if we could have found a way to win, what most likely is their final games here. But I'm glad we got one more game with them. Definitely got vintage Cedric Mullins in center field today. I don't think anyone's questioning that. But overall, this game was about the top 3-4. The top 4, I'll say. Jackson, Gunnar, Westy, and Adley. That's your core still. You can throw Cowser in there too. The 1 walk, 1 RBI. But for the most part, that top 4 is your core, and you want to see them continue to take that next step or build that momentum, because we felt like last year, the biggest thing with end of 2024 is it just felt like they were out of it. It didn't feel great. It just felt like this team was on this back pedal They were just it was like a truck backing up and you just didn't know where it was gonna stop. And unfortunately, it bled into the 2025 season. And that's why the Orioles are in the hole they're in. So I've talked about it, the most important part now of the second half of 2025 is to build momentum, get that ball rolling, get that snowball effect going, and then hopefully wherever you end up this year, you end up this year. The standings aren't going to matter unless you miraculously make the playoffs. I don't see that happening. I would be floored if they'd have to go on probably a 10, 12 game win streak at some point. But it's at the point where now guys like Holiday, Westbrook, Gunnar, Adley, I'll put Kobe Mayo in there, Sam Basayo, whoever they call up, Colton Cowser, those guys have to continue. The core of the 2026 team has to continue to build this momentum and keep it rolling. It's what you have to do. Because if you can continue like they did in 22, 2023 did not happen, and they do not win 101 games if the end of 2022 doesn't happen. If they didn't start building confidence, if they didn't have Adley come up and kind of change the trajectory of the organization, if they didn't have Gunnar come up the end of August and hit that home run and then start getting his playing time, his feet wet, they don't have that. They don't have that momentum going already heading into 2023. They probably don't win 101 games. But the thing was, is they got their confidence. They came in hot and they came in ready. It felt like this year, you can talk about the chip on the shoulder. You can talk about all that. It didn't feel like it just felt different. It felt like they were still in that back pedal. It felt like they didn't do enough. They lost people in the offseason. They didn't add. You lost Corbin Burns. You lost Anthony Santander. They didn't add. This offseason, you got to build momentum in 2025. Rest of the way, you got to build some momentum. And then once we get to the offseason, that's when you suddenly have to take that big step, go get a big arm, maybe a big bat, whatever it may be, and then you see where you're at. Build momentum, build confidence in the team. Not that, we lost players and we have to make up for guys. That, we got better. We were hot. We were the hottest team at the end of last year, and we've gotten better. Last year, the Miracle Tigers, they are riding that still. Tigers started winning last year, and then they took off. It didn't just stop at last year. It's what the Orioles, it didn't stop at 2022. It went into 2023. And honestly, it went all the way until middle of 2024, where suddenly the wheels started falling off. But even let's talk about 2024. You had 101 wins in 2023. They went out, they got Corbin Burns. They added, they gave you confidence. How did they respond to start 2024? They were the first team to 70 wins. In late June, it was pretty apparent that it looked like the Orioles and Phillies were on a crash course for the World Series. So build momentum, but the biggest thing is you have to give this team confidence. You have to keep giving them confidence. So if you're new to the channel, hit that like and subscribe button. Kevin and Zach React. We go live after every single Orioles game, win or lose. Going to be a shorter one today, heading to celebrate my mother's birthday. But I did want to do our draft lottery simulation because we've been playing good ball since. So let's get going. Got reset. Awesome. Spin number one. Oh my God, we did it. Damn it. There we go. There we go. The Baltimore Orioles are picking first overall in the 2026 draft. There it is. Moved up 4 spots. Athletics moved up 2. Anything crazy here? There's got to be a crazy fall, you would think. Maybe not. All right. Looks like everything else moved pretty much the same. Do we do a second one? Did we do a second one? Put in the chat right now. Are we keeping this? Say stay for we'll keep it. We're just ending on these vibes. Or why would we go again? Yeah, I don't think we go again. I'm saying, I don't think we go again. I just don't see the reasoning. Yeah, I think we're staying. We're staying. Awesome. And while we do that, go put the link in the chat or link where it usually is for some call-ins. We'll get some call-ins real fast and then wrap this up. I know a little bit of a shorter show, but I have to celebrate my incredible mother. So call-in link is live if you want to come in and chat. And yeah, if there's a trade, we'll be talking about it. I don't care when it is, what time it is. If it's that we've had 3 a.m. trades or signings that we've broken and we've talked about. So anytime, any day, if there is a move, we'll be talking about it. So don't worry. Usually once the trade happens, I think we give me about 15 minutes and I'll be on. Give me about 15. Well, let's hit on we got our first call. We got Jake. Jake, how we doing, my guy?
Yeah, it was tough. I'm good, man. I'm good, Zach. How about you, brother?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. That was a tough game, though. That one was just disappointing.
Yeah, it seemed like the ball was. I didn't see. Oh, I was in and out. I caught the last like 3 innings straight through, but it seemed like the ball was definitely flying, and I think that's what our now old boy was saying. Damn it, I'm having a brain fart right now on our announcers, but yeah, yeah, one fell out of the tree.
Oh, Ben McDonald.
Ben. Ben was. I love Ben's analysis. Like Ben really does give good insight of like kind of like what pitchers are thinking. Even today, was it today or yesterday? There was like one where it was like kind of like why I think one of the relievers was throwing a bunch of like high heat and just crap to one of our to like Cowser or somebody, and he's trying to change his eye, like he's giving good insight like into the brain and the strategy. So I man, Ben McDonald, I don't know how we got lucky. I know a lot of it. I know every team thinks they have the best announcers. I know it, but Ben and
Well, what I look at is our guys
yeah.
get taken by ESPN for most of the off. So when they're not, they're national guys as well. So Ben and Kevin Brown, both of them obviously are out there doing national games as well. So I do think we have a pretty good claim when we say we got the best in the game.
Yeah, hopefully, I don't know what their contracts look like, but hopefully it can just stay in that realm where they're like, hey, these are our boys for their 40, 50 games or whatever they do. Yeah. And you guys can borrow them, but you don't get to take them. Like,
yeah, I know Kevin Brown signed a 3-year extension last year, so he has 2 more after year at least.
Which funny thing was, I was actually at an Army school up in D.C. area, and every day they let out there like, Wilson, what are you getting ready to go do? And I was like, dude, I'm about to drive to Baltimore. And I actually got to be at the free Kevin Brown game, which was, I think the game was like the one game when Batista like gave up that blast. I think it was Tucker, I believe.
Yeah.
And I actually had to explain to some people next to me who were kind of like off and on Orioles fans, like, been out for years. And first I explained to them what the Kevin Brown thing was. Yeah. So that was something. And then number 2, they were like, this guy sucks. Talking about Batista. I'm like, dude, everyone has their bad game. You just happened to come on the one night when this guy had been lights out.
It's like, I promise it's not that bad. I promise he's dominant. That's the worst when you have like a casual fan come and like one of your best players doesn't perform. They're like, oh, I can tell he's not good. And you're like, I promise you he is. Like, and they'll be like, man, this Gunner guy, he struck out 4 times. Why are they batting him so much? It's like, I promise. There. Like, I
mean, look at Gunner. He's got, I know you just said a minute ago, he's batting 302 in July. He's got, his average is up to 284, I think, going into today's game. Like, right on. I don't know what's
285 now after today.
Yeah, 285. I mean, he's turning on. Yeah, the power numbers will come around. I think they will next year. I think they're going to make those adjustments. Also, RIP, not RIP, but it's a little bit much to say. But to our boy, speaking of, well, down here at Fort Bragg, I always keep my eye on Braxton Bragg. And I knew it. I kept asking every once in a while on Twitter. I tried to reach out to some of the guys, the media dudes, and I'm like, dude, what are you hearing? What are you hearing? What are you hearing? Nobody's answering back, and I'm like, silent. Like last night, I think I said silence is or no news is good news in training camp. Well, this was not. This was the opposite. I was like, no news is probably bad news with this.
Yeah, and that's definitely what happened. That's definitely what happened. Yeah, add him to the list, and it really does suck. And Gunnar is now hitting 311 in the month of July. So I guess actually that'll be his last game in July. But
sure.
Yeah,
sure.
I mean Gunnar definitely turned it around. That's for sure.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's good, man. Well, are y'all taking? I'll let it go because I know somebody's probably about 2 or 3 dudes are behind me. But I was gonna ask real quick before I go. Excuse me. Are you all taking calls tomorrow? Are y'all doing like an elongated show? Was that a joke about the 14 hours thing? Because I just caught that. And I was like,
yeah, we'll be live whenever at latest we'll be live if there's no move beforehand. Latest we'd be live is starting around 2, and we'll go through the deadline. So we'll probably do 5-ish hours, 4 or 5 hours tomorrow.
Well,
so, we'll be doing call-ins, but we'll be doing call-ins, especially if there's a dead period or stuff. So yeah, definitely over on the Ryan Ripken show, we'll be doing call-ins.
Right on, baby.
Awesome. Right, appreciate you.
See you guys
next time. Awesome. Let's keep it rolling. We got Danny next. Danny, how we doing?
Dude, all right, man. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Wish we could have gotten an Orioles win, but I'll take 3 or 4 from the Jays any day of the week.
I agree with you, but hey, man, me too, man, dude. I will always take 3 out of 4. Always.
Any day. It's one of those things where you don't want to get greedy. I want to sit here and be upset about, they should have, they should have won all 4. Yeah, but 3 or 4 against this red hot Blue Jays team, nothing to scoff at. I mean, that was a big win.
And the thing is, they probably should have won today, which sucks. Because it sucks that Cano had that whole horrible inning. If that doesn't happen, or even like if he gives up 2 runs,
yeah, if
they win this game,
just limits it to 2 or 3. It was the single to give up the lead and then have them go ahead. That's not backbreaking. That sucks because now it's like, damn, we could have, but the backbreaking was a 3-run homer. You give up that 3-run bomb and now suddenly it's a 4-run game. Even if they just got a single there and it's a 2-run game, you can build off that. You can. But as soon as in the 7th they couldn't do it, that was like, wow.
Yeah,
that hurt. That was like a gut shot.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, man, I just want to say thank you, Cedric. Thank you, Ryan. This series, this whole homestand, man, they were both nuts today.
Out of their mind.
With home runs, Seti with that incredible rob. Hey, man, I just wanted to say, like, I wish them both well because I was pretty sure they're getting traded, and I hope both of them. I wish both of them well, man, because like I'm a huge fan of them both.
Yeah. It's been for them to have that series. Is absolutely unbelievable.
Yeah,
to go out the way they did. Cedric Mullins, the plays in the field he made, the home runs, the hits. He looked like vintage Cedric Mullins. The guy in 2021 and 20. That really kind of took the league by storm. And you're like, man, he's one of the better center fielders in baseball. He looked like that again this weekend, which was awesome to see.
Just remember, man, like he's apparently like he's the worst fielder. Like,
apparently he's the worst fielder.
Apparently, I don't know, man. Like, I don't think the worst fielder in baseball, like, it makes that play today. Like, I don't think.
I would agree with you.
Yeah,
I would. I'm not. I don't have all the analytics, but I think it is safe to say that he probably after that one, maybe he's not the worst pitcher in baseball or worst defender in baseball.
Probably not. But you know what? It's going to be an emotional day tomorrow. Hopefully, he gets some good returns. Bragg going down is a major loss because he was our best prospect in terms of pitching. Hopefully, we can get some good guys, and then I would say continue to play better. This offense is playing better. It's going to be different because some guys aren't going to be here. But hopefully now give some opportunity to some young guys like Messiah or Beavers and have them come up. And hopefully, I would say I'd rather Beavers and Messiah struggle now and get their lumps in now and have them be comfortable for next year.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's got to be part of it as you look towards, 2026 is it's gaining momentum, but you got to like when these games, quote, they're not going to matter. That's when you have to kind of really take advantage because these guys, they can go out there and strike out 5 times a game. They can go out there and fail over and over. And that's the part that you really, when you aren't expected to win and there's not that pressure that you have to win, you're not in a playoff push, you can give those guys that opportunity and you can let those guys develop through those opportunities. Yeah.
And I feel like, again, like these next 2 months should be about players getting better. Guys like Beavers and Messiah should be up here and hopefully, learning. This is the whole point. And hopefully, and this offseason is going to be huge. They have to get arms, like at least 2 to 3 arms, big time arms. And I think some guys in the bullpen. I also feel like a bat. Like, again, because like I just feel like they are missing that. Gunner this year, his power's not been that big, so like that's hurt them. But they are missing that big power bat.
Yeah, I agree, and that's why I've put out guys like even things like a Pete Alonso, someone I think that
Kyle Schwarber.
Yeah, I would love Kyle Schwarber.
Bro, like he is perfect.
Yeah,
for Camden Yards, he's perfect.
Yeah, I agree. I would love we'll see what happens, but I just really hope that they can go get a big popper. That would be so much fun. But Danny, appreciate you calling in as always, my guy.
Absolutely, man.
Awesome. Have a great one, and I'll catch you next time. Awesome. Let's keep it rolling. We got and also Kevin, I sent you the link. Sorry, I did not see your text. Here he is. Kevin, that's on me.
Man, you trying to ice me out or something?
Yeah, that's on me. I was like sitting there. I saw you put in the chat link, and I was like, "Oh, did he text me?" And I was like, "Oh, 20 minutes ago." I was like, "Nice." But
wow, the Orioles lose, and you really switch up.
I know that's what happened, Kevin. I was too focused on Yennier Cano getting up 5 runs to.
Yeah, I try to turn over a new leaf. I'm getting up early now.
I know. Kevin. That shocked me. I couldn't believe it. Did you get up early to see what his diagnosis was?
Well, I knew that like I needed to like check my phone when I just woke up naturally, and I had a lot of work to do last night, so I didn't get to bed till like 7, and I woke up at like 9:40, I think ish. And I checked my phone, and I texted you that we hit 2K subscribers.
Yeah, I saw it.
So you texted me back, bang, and I thought that you said that because Likely signed an extension. And I'm just
so you started. Oh, yeah.
So I'm just like, oh, geez, what did I miss? And then I saw the notification. I think it was Bleacher Report or ESPN or something. I don't know. That Likely was fractured his foot, and I'm like, I felt like you. I sat there and I was like, do I go live for this? Do I do it? But my whole show this morning was about speculating on Likely's injury, and I'm just like, I have to do it. I can't wait 24 hours to talk about it. So,
had to do it live. Had to do it live.
Running on 2 hours of sleep.
Are you still running on that?
Still running on it. Yep. So
true hero. Well,
Kevin, do it for the people.
While you're here, let's get our last call in real fast. We got Laura. Laura, how you doing?
What's going on, Laura?
Can't hear you, Laura. 1 sec. Did you mute your? Nope. Still can't hear. No.
Yeah, I can't hear her.
Yeah. Do your thing where you.
But I can't hear her.
I was gonna say we'll give Laura.
Yeah. Man, what I saw, I got a notification before I started driving that Mets fans are apparently in shambles right now over the package they gave up for Rogers.
Oh, I have not even seen that. Let's see if Laura gets it, and while we do that, I'll go check. Laura, are we good now?
How about now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, there you are.
As I was saying, I'm back from the dead because
Welcome back.
I have been deathly ill
Oh,
But here's the thing: I was deathly ill during the win streak. Now I feel better, and they lose, so I need to go back and be sick.
yeah,
Because I'm not superstitious. I'm just a little stitious.
just a little stickers. I love it, Laura.
Um, that's why I said like I'm not getting out the shirt because as soon as I get out the shirt, they're gonna lose. So the shirt has stayed in the drawer. I've been sick, but today I feel better. So I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry.
Well, I'm not saying it's your fault, but I mean,
It's my
runners
fault.
wall.
Well, glad you're
I
feeling
admit
better
it.
at least.
I admit it. But I am back.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Yeah, okay.
so
You have to. Yeah.
I just Kevin just kind of blanked
Kevin
out there.
cut out. He tried very hard.
Oh, I just wanted to say because I guess apparently you had tweeted something about Kevin being up this morning, and I was like on his live stream, and I'm like, "How are you even up? Like this is too early for you."
I saw a tweet from Kevin Ostriker at like 9:50, and I was like, "There is no way."
Right? When he said when the little thing popped up saying, that he was going live, I'm like, "What do you mean he's going live? He's in bed."
Made no sense. I couldn't believe it, Laura. I couldn't believe it.
Great minds think alike. Let's see. Oh, I also, of course, want to say hello to and happy birthday to Mama Nancy because I feel that her and I have a lot in common.
Yes, I'll pass that along. I'm sure she's also watching.
I'm sure she's watching. She's always watching. Always watching. She's always got her eye out on her baby boy, which is awesome.
Oh yeah, can't keep me out of sight.
Yep. Kevin's gone. All right. But I mean, I just have to say, over the last few days here, I mean, if guys were playing to show off their value, I mean, this was it. This was the it's like players that come into that final year of their contract and really start to ball out because they really want that really nice free agent contract the next year.
Yeah,
that's what I feel like our guys were doing this week was they were balling out to at least try and get traded to really good situations where they can hopefully help a team that may be going into the playoffs or making that final playoff push. So
yeah, I think guys like Cedric Mullins, they're going to be a part of trade pack or teams that could make some noise in the playoffs and could be very, very solid players or very solid, I guess, additions to a playoff team. So yeah, I mean, there is some pressure there, but in and of itself to, go out there and perform to, like you said, maybe that team, like a contender looks at you and is like, maybe we could use him. Maybe
right.
we could, all of a sudden, I'll tell you one thing: people in Philly, they need an outfielder. They're definitely going, hey, you see what that guy in Baltimore's doing? Can we go grab that? So,
and we've done business with Philly before, so
oh yes, oh yeah.
So it's always nice to do business with teams you've already done business with, and you kind of know what it is they're looking for. They kind of know what it is you're looking for. I'm just hoping that all of these great prospects, because we know Mike Elias loves his prospects, that they are going to pan out, looking towards 2026. I'm excited about, JWB. I think that was actually, as much as certain someones want to hate this trade, rolling eyes, I think it's actually, probably going to be very beneficial. Here in the short term, is there a little bit of pain with today's game? Sure, maybe, but again, who's to say that, if we still had Sir Anthony, that he would have been able to come out and, whatever today. I mean, you can't predict that kind of stuff. So, I wish Sir Anthony well, although, he's up here picking us off and everything. Yesterday, he's like, bruh, what are you doing?
I was like,
you try to act like you a new person all of a sudden. What? Like, we don't know who you are.
Yeah, when he did that, I was like, oh, now we want to have a pickup. Now
exactly. Now you want to have a pickoff move? What?
Ridiculous.
But I do wish him well. Anybody else who may leave between, in the next, 25 hours, because we're down to 24 hours and 45 minutes.
Oh yeah, it's
Go. Let's
the
go.
home stretch.
I'm going to wish them well and root for them individually with their teams. Depending on where their teams may be, I may or may not root for them, in a playoff situation because I am still about my Dodgers. Sorry. But I mean, the O's, we know. I mean, this was a nice win streak. I don't see us necessarily doing something like this the rest of the season. I don't see us getting to the playoffs. If we do, that's great, and I'm all excited. But
yeah, I don't think playoffs are in the cards.
no,
I would love to just find a way to get near 500, even if you win like 78 games at this point. Like just
correct.
win games to get like, if you end the season with like 6 games under and you win 78, 79 games, I'll take that.
Right, and I think that was one of my predictions was like 78 games at
Yeah.
this. Yeah, at the end of this.
If you do that, you can build momentum. You would definitely have a winning record since Bransley, you would have a
Right.
So I think keep that rolling, and then see where you can go from there.
So that's it. I mean, that's kind of really all I got. I'm just transitioning into football. I'm waiting for my invitation to the Locked On Ravens fantasy football team.
Yeah,
Kevin.
I am doing leagues again. I am doing leagues
Okay.
again.
I was gonna say you probably got 20 of them.
Okay.
2022 last year. We'll try to beat that record this year.
Kevin and I are made out of the same cloth. I think I had like 10 or 12 teams last year. I'm setting up drafts right now for my legacy teams. I'm waiting for Ryan for the Holy Shirts and Pants members to drop that fantasy league info. I am ready for football. Very happy that Isaiah likely just has a broken foot as opposed, not that that's a good thing, but again, compared to any other thing it could have been, it's obviously the best case scenario. We are ready for Ravens football. We are ready for Capitals hockey. We are ready for Wizards basketball. I'm ready to turn the page on baseball season, basically.
Yeah. And we'll see what happens the rest of the way. But Laura, appreciate you calling in as always.
Always. Oh, and one more thing, because I did forget to shout out the baby. Happy birthday, baby Savannah. I know Kieran is off. He's run off to a meeting somewhere, but hopefully he can watch this back. So
love it. Yes. Happy birthday,
Absolutely.
Savannah.
Yes, happy birthday.
I appreciate you, and we'll catch you next time.
Always a pleasure. Enjoy dinner, Zach.
Well, thank you. Awesome. And Kevin, I know it's kind of rushing off, but I do have to hit the road. Anything else before we hop off?
This might be the first time I've ever had something. It might have taken a bajillion years in an Orioles uniform. It might have taken him to make the most spectacular plays known to man, but finally Cedric Mullins is respected as a defender. Finally, it's happened.
Not bad for the worst defender in baseball, Kevin.
Yeah,
not bad. Not bad.
Well, I guess
not bad for running back all over again.
Yeah, there's no game tomorrow. I guess maybe
we'll
do a I know that the Ryan Rickman show will be live, but maybe after we'll hop on and do a trade deadline reaction or grades or.
Yeah, we'll definitely be talking. Yeah, we'll be talking about it.
It might even be simulcast where we'll do both Ryan Ripken show and Kevin and Zach react. So
yeah, so we'll get all that tomorrow.
This is my favorite time of the year. Zach, we've been building up for this moment since day 2 of the season, and here we are.
I was gonna say since the first loss, we've been talking about that we're gonna trade. So
I love it.
Now we're here. Almost at 24 hours, 40 minutes. But tune in tomorrow, Ryan Ripken Show and Kevin and Zach React. Hit like and subscribe on both. And come hang with us tomorrow. So I think that's going to do it now. I'm tuning in tomorrow because, trust me, or later, who knows? We might be back later. If a move goes down, we definitely will be. But that's going to do it for this time. Have a fantastic Wednesday. I keep thinking it's Thursday.
It's weird. Yeah.
Have a fantastic Wednesday because we played 2 games yesterday. Have a fantastic Wednesday, everyone. Great Gregory Soto.
Shout out. I will go with current, future Seattle Mariner Ryan O'Hearn.